What up, though? It's your boy Willie Styles in the building. Welcome to tonight's show. Guys, want to say what up?
Hey guys. Sorry, I had to take myself off mute.
Hola.
What up, though? What up, though? Well, it is Monday, May 23rd. We are back in the building. We all enjoyed a nice little week off, little break. Well, most of them had a week off. I didn't have a week off. but we are back here. First show since actually second show since a couple weeks ago. So hopefully everybody has had time to watch some of our previous shows, some of our listen to some of our other podcasts like Hype's How to Hustle podcast with Hype. Hey Britt, how you doing? Appreciate you for chiming in already. Appreciate everybody that's watching already. We're about to have a great show. We got a great show lined up for you guys. I'm sure that's why you're here. We actually got a lot of good, responses and reactions to this topic. So, we're going to get right into it. So I'm not going to spend too much time on the intro. But before we get started, I just want to hear from you guys, or from the girl and the guy, how you guys enjoyed your week off and what you did while we were away. Go ahead, Dame.
Oh, he wanted me to go first.
Okay,
so y'all know Wednesday was my birthday. So
happy birthday.
Thank you. I started turning up on Tuesday. So it was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, kind of, sort of. Friday, I chilled. No, Friday, what did I do? I think I chilled on Friday. Mm-hmm. And then Saturday was a turn up. I was supposed to go out yesterday, but I did not. But that's okay because I got wine for me tonight. So
for sure. Dame, how did you spend your week off?
Looking for houses. Me and my wife and yeah, all that turning down offers because of stupidity and bad plumbing, bad foundations, and all that other stuff.
Oh, yeah, right. Fun.
Yeah, that's one part. My problem when I was house hunting was liking the houses and then getting outbidded.
Man, yeah, that's always tough. Especially when you love, not just liking a house, but loving a house. Like, oh my God, this is the one.
Yeah, one house, I loved it. The street was problematic. But I would have had the third floor as my little oasis.
Oh, wow.
And it was comfortable. Yeah. But the street it was on, it was crackhead central. So it's like they had a security system that, basically, to get the house, you got the security system too. I'm like, here, I know why. But the house is beautiful.
Yeah. Now, when you said that the street was problematic, I want to be like, your street crazy, but your street just crazy because of all the traffic.
I don't have. Well, we have traffic. I'll take traffic over crackheads.
Yeah, definitely. I'll take traffic over crackheads all day.
Because you break into my house, it's people it's near the rescue mission where the homeless people are, and they camp out there, and it's just not.
Just problematic all the way around.
So yeah, you just don't know who's breaking your house, and the fact that it came with a security system already paid for a year, it was like, yeah.
Oh wow! Oh yeah, for sure.
Y'all fixed it up; it was nice, but y'all knew what else was wrong.
They knew the deal. Yeah. Well, yeah, my week was good. It had a mix of good and crazy. Work of course was crazy, but my kids had a very eventful week at school. Luckily, everything was fine though. But there was some protesting involved. If anybody was watching the news, they probably saw that. My daughter and some of her friends had to spearhead some protesting. There was also 2 weeks ago there was prom, but this past weekend my daughter actually put together the Sage prom. So if anybody follows me, you probably saw it in my stories. Mainly it was mainly my daughter. It started off with a few people that was helping her at the beginning, but she basically put this whole thing together. The whole prom night, from the venue to the entertainment. She hired the DJ. She hired catering. She had her business with her own business. She put together the desserts. She did the centerpieces. We helped her with doing, some of the setup and everything, as well as, throughout the night trying to help her out. But she definitely pulled it off. Shout out to Aaliyah. Congratulations on another congratulations on a great event.
But hold on, it was not like a prom, but it was a different kind of prom. Like what?
Yeah. She because her school did a prom, but she did her own prom for her and her friends, and she had about 30 or 40 kids buy tickets, and she put it on. And
that's dope.
Yeah.
Ever since I known her, dude, she just been she's like me. She's at it, dude. She's gonna be an entrepreneur when she get up with her.
Yeah, she already is. She's already into her second business, so she's definitely doing her thing.
I was thinking about doing. I was talking to a friend a while back, and I said I want to throw like a kids party, like a legit kids party, like little kids. Let's bring your kids there. Like it's a party for them, like their music, Baby Shark, like all that, and watch them. Lose their damn mind and have a ball. Like it's something that they can run around, and the parents can let them bring them. Not drop them off, but bring them and let them have a ball.
Right.
I'm on my way, Sonny.
For sure. All right, well, let's get to this show. As you can see, the topic is, why are you snooping? This is I know this topic hits home for a lot of people. It definitely speaks to some relationships out there, and we definitely want to discuss, what's causing people to go to that level. And why do they either stay, or what brings them to that point where they feel like they need to have some evidence, So why are you snooping? Let's start with the first question. First question is, what would make you? No. Let's start here. Let's start with experience from this.
I'm about to say, have you snooped?
Yeah. What have you ever snooped, and what drove you to do that? So let's start there. Have you ever snooped, and what drove you to do it?
So I thought about this when we were talking about this, when we talked about this topic and this topic. And for me personally, I could say at the age of 39, because I just turned 39, I have not snooped on anybody I've dated, right?
Okay.
And because I'm a firm believer in, like I said, and this is based off of my own personal experience. People, if your person, from my personal experience, if somebody I have dealt with have cheated on me, the other person has made themselves known to me. I've gotten a phone call from a girl who told me she was sleeping with my man, and reversed it and said I called her. I didn't even know her name, but like I was still trying to figure out how she found my number. But I'm assuming she went through his phone and got my number and called me and let me know that she was sleeping with the guy I was engaged to and living with. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I'm sleeping with him too. So, we live together. I don't got nothing else. I don't got nobody else right now. So I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing with him. And I'm going to make sure I'm wearing the condom or he's wearing a condom and I'm protected because, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. But like, thank you for the knowledge. And she got mad that I said that I was still going to sleep with him because I ain't had nobody. I had been with him for a good while. So like, I didn't have dick in a jar. So it was like, I couldn't just go anywhere else. But that's been in my experience. Anytime I have dated somebody, whoever it was that they were creeping on me with, found a way to make themselves known and present to me, and I've never had to snoop. Now, what I did do is after we broke up, I did snoop. So I found but it was after.
Did you say
it's
after?
Weird. It's been times I've dated somebody where they just said adamantly, the person already came to me and told me who they were, how they knew my man, all this hoopla, gave me the whole rundown, right? So this is back when social media was new, back when MySpace was popping. So when this female brought it to me, I was able to I ended up getting access to his MySpace after the fact, right? Because I already knew his password. We had been dating for a good minute. So his passwords, they were easy. I knew them. So one day after we had broken up, long after, I did I went on his MySpace. It was probably a month later, right? Mm-hmm. And I went into his MySpace and I was seeing the messages that he was sending. So it just confirmed what she said. But he was the lies that he was coming up with, it was he was still currently talking to her.
So wait, so you broke up with them. Y'all were broken up.
Mm-hmm.
Was he still trying to come for you?
Yeah, he was still trying to. He was still trying to. Like, no, we need to work.
Oh, okay. So that's why you decided to check.
And we said a third. So I'm like, okay. So let me see what type of time he on.
Right.
And like I didn't even have to like go and decode it. Like it was his password was simple. Went to his shit and it was like, so what about this? Like you know, so I did it after the fact, but like while in a relationship, I feel like if you got to snoop when you in a relationship, then it's over. Because if I don't trust you and I feel like I got to go look for some shit, I'm gonna find it. Somebody gonna let me know. And if I'm, and at the end of the day, what you looking for? Like, that's why I posted today. What are you looking for? If you find it, 9 times out of 10, the people that are seeking confirmation that they've been knowing that this person been cheating, you find it and you still with them.
Right.
Have to 95% of the time you still there. You just make it up. You got the proof. Like this nigga can say XYZ is person. You can see the conversation, read it for yourself. No misdirects or what it is, no deletion, no nothing. You done snoop, so you getting full access to the whole fucking conversation, and somehow you still stay. So what's the point? If you ain't leaving,
that's the next question. Let's get to Dame real quick, then we're gonna come back to you on the next question. Go ahead, Dame.
Have I snooped? No, I have no reason to. It was like I trust my wife. In the past, I've pretty much trusted everybody I've been with. Mm-hmm. So I didn't really have no choice. I really didn't have no reason to. They didn't give me any reason to, think they were cheating or doing something out of pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, somebody did give you reasons. You just never did it. You just never did nothing about it.
Because you know what? I think sometimes, like it's at my point. Do you want to know? Because once you snoop, you're gonna find out.
True that. True. Yeah, and I think that's what we're gonna make that a question too. We're gonna come back to that. Don't worry, we coming back to that.
Do you need me to write that down to remind you, or
you said what?
Do you need me to write that down to remind you?
No, I'm writing it down now. We're writing it down now. All right, so for me, I was the same way, like Sonny. I was like, you know what? I have no reason to be snooping. I trust the person I'm with, and whatever they say they're doing, I'm going to accept it. Whatever they claim that they're involved in, or if they, if they're being accused of something, or they're accusing me, whatever the case may be, I'm just going to let it be. But there was a situation that popped up, and it was more of a gut, a gut situation, gut call, where the person that I was involved with, sorry, I'm trying to come in. A person I was involved with, and they did something that was kind of out of character, and it made me say, you know what, something's weird about that. Let me check into this. And so, what it was an email account, and it was an email account I was not familiar with, and I was just like, why do you have? So this
you did snoop.
Why you? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was normally the same way. Like, oh, you know what? I have no reason to be snooping. I trust. Everybody I've ever been with, I've trusted them implicitly. I've been cheated on before, but it's it never really had evidence or information pop up. So I never really had a reason.
These bitches wanted to be known. Like, even, and it's funny that you say that you had a gut feeling. My ex that I lived with, remember I told you that the girl called me and was like, I'm sleeping, this is my man, I'm sleeping with him. I'm like, well, we live together and engaged, so like, I don't even know what to tell you, but okay, thank you for the information and blah, blah, blah. And she got upset, right?
Right.
He said the day that he went to meet up with her, like they had met several times before, but this was the night that they were about to have sex. He said the day that she was calling me, the whole day, the girl was calling him and make sure he was coming.
Gotcha.
I was cooking. He said, he said, I was getting ready to leave because I said he was leaving with his friend, his guy, his boy. Like his boy was sleeping with her friend too. So like he was like, yeah, I'm going to go leave with so-and-so, blah, blah, blah. He said, you turned around and looked at me. And he said, I forget what you said. He said, but I walked out the door. I said, this bitch know I'm about to go cheat on her. She know it. She know it. I can't do it. Like, she know it. And like that day, I swear, whatever reason, it made me feel like he was about to do something he shouldn't be doing. And when I turned around, I said something to him like, I hope you have fun. And then I just turned around and looked at him. I looked him directly in the eye.
Joe said that's a red flag.
And went back to cooking. And he was like, "Oh my God, this bitch know I'm about to go cheat on her." And like he said, "I swear to God, you knew it was about to happen."
So Britt said that she said she will get on video, but she looked crazy. She said she snooped once. She snooped once. Only once. I think she's trying to say she snooped only once. And it was only because he left an email up on the computer. These emails be getting people in trouble. This is why the new generation don't mess with them emails. So they left the email up on the computer where he talked about cheating. But then opened up. Wait, but that then opened up. Okay, but that made her want to dig more. So she dug some more. And she found exactly what she was looking for, and it broke her heart. Oh,
and that's the thing. You gotta eat that. Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Exactly. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Exactly. And that's the thing. I think a lot of times people, they get that gut feeling, or they have that person tell them, or they get that information that drops in their lap, and then it's like, ooh, what up, Hype? Let's get you to answer the first question real quick. Have you snooped? And if you did, what drove you to do it?
All right, a couple of things before we start. Sonny, happy birthday. I don't know if we did that already because I'm late as usual. Shout out to the fans perspective. I made it the last couple of weekends. You know what I'm saying? To jump on the fan perspective in the comments. And all right, now have I snooped? No, I'm 0 for life on snooping. Personally, I was never in a relationship. Me and my wife was talking, but we was never in the official titles or nothing. So my whole thing will always be with girls is I'm not looking to tell you you're my one and only, my moon and my stars. So if I'm telling you I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want, I'm gonna assume you're doing whatever you want. So even if I saw whatever, it's like you can't get mad at that. You can't do whatever you want and then be mad that they're doing what they want. So as long as it's like we here, let's say we at the crib and we chilling and you ain't texting a nigga on the phone with a nigga, then hey, look, what you do is what you do. So I've never been like the type to go through the phone and all of that. And the reason why I did those things is because I got super trust issues. I don't trust niggas at all. Like we're all only as faithful as our options. And if that nigga at your office who you really like smiled at you the right way one of them days, he's getting you. If that girl smiles at you that works at your office the right way one of them days, she can get you. So that was always just the way that I played things. It was just like, y'all talking about like emails and all of that. All right, see, even in these instances, I never kept text messages in my phone until like I got married, engaged. Like all my messages get deleted. The only messages that will get saved
having messages from like 7 years ago. Like shit.
Why do I need pictures of the chick? If I'm hitting, I don't need 57 pictures of you, and I live with a girl.
Like, I got caught up on the snooping. I got caught up on the snooping. Mind you, I was pregnant with my son at the time. I was dating this guy or talking to this guy like years prior. I kid you not, years prior, I was talking to this guy, email. He used to email me. I'd be at work. He used to email me, and we used to be chatting all the time. Like he worked down the street from me at that point. Like he worked at the AT&T store down the street from my job. But I knew him prior to that. So we was kicking it, trying to rekindle whatever, see whatever, if it could work. I'm pregnant. Years later, I'm pregnant with my son. And I get an email. And I'm like, who the fuck? And it's not like, I thought it was spam at first. Like, who is this emailing me? Like, what the fuck is this about? It was his then current fiance. Like, oh, well, I found a bunch of emails from you from years ago. And we're getting engaged now. And this during the time that we were together. We first started dating, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, ma'am, before you tell me your whole life story, like you just told me y'all engaged. This nigga proposed to y'all, right? This was how many? What year? What year are we in currently? Yeah, no, I'm pregnant with
That's what I'm saying.
Another man's
the
kid.
Date and time is on them emails, girl. You got to calm down and relax.
Not thinking about this, but because you want to go back to this time when y'all first started dating, like it's old.
So what we had,
like it's old. So like I don't know what you want from
August
me.
the 4th.
Yeah, like I don't even know what you want from me at this point because it was years prior. So
no, my emails were that week. A month ago at the most.
That's why I said I got caught up with the snoop. I'm like, bitch, I don't got time. I'm pregnant.
I was fully aware and convinced.
I don't think I've never given a girl my email.
Hype do everything different. I'm convinced.
My wife is the only female.
Hype's got a plan and a plot for everything.
Yeah.
See, this is what you gotta understand about me. When I was born, my dad was 40, my mom was 38. My brother is 4 years older than me. My brother 4 years older than me, so all my friends was always older than me. So it was like I watched the dumb shit that they did and the stuff that the way things worked out for them, and it was like you gotta learn from the mistakes of others. If I watch Willie do some shit and I say, okay, that didn't work when he tried to tell mommy this lie. So when you get to be this age and stage, you can't go telling her this lie. You got to come up with some other shit. When Dame did this, it didn't work. You got to put those things. You got to be paying attention. I always paid attention. That's why I always did do shit differently.
But
I was 16 in the club getting bottle service.
That's the thing. I think it's about paying attention. Go ahead, Dan. I'm sorry.
No, I will say, somebody told me that a wise man learns from other people's mistakes, a smart man learns from his mistakes, and a dumb person doesn't learn from his mistakes.
Mm-hmm. Right. Exactly. So, Joe said he never needed to snoop. If it comes to that, you a side, I guess he's saying a side piece. He says, I'm up front. It is what it is. Deal with it or go on your way. And that is a smart way of doing it. But
copy that, Drew.
But this is the thing. He said, Drew said facts. But this is the thing. This sounds great. And this sounds great.
I snoop after, so I don't I snoop after.
Well, and not only just snooping after. The thing is that when you're in the middle of something, and not to take away from relationships you guys have had, but like Hype just said, he was never in a relationship, quote unquote, in a relationship. He was in a relationship. This man just didn't want to admit he was in a relationship. He was never in a relationship. Dro, I don't know what his story is, but I can guarantee you, he's never had to practice this with someone he's been in a 10 or 15 year relationship with that he's madly in love with and thinks the world of this person. I can guarantee you that, because once you're in the middle of something like that, things go differently. It goes all the way different. Your whole thought process gets different. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't even have to be that long. It can just be the feeling alone. It doesn't have to be the time. It could just be the feeling. And I think that's what gets a lot of people caught up. It's the feeling, and they're thinking like, oh, you know what? This is something that I need to know, and I need to understand for me to be sure. And I think sometimes we either overthink or we underestimate, and then we like, oh, it's probably nothing. What I mean by underestimating, we'll be like, oh, it's probably nothing, but I'm gonna check anyway. You know what I'm saying? You just get in the heat of that moment. I don't think it's always your intention to find something, because you're thinking, I just want to make sure, thinking that it's not going to be something, even though everybody told you already. When you go looking, you're gonna find what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's
about the problem. I don't think so.
I had an iPhone and I don't even know how to open them.
So 13 years of madly in love, though, Dro. You answered that question.
No, but I feel like this. As far as snooping is concerned, this is what I take as snooping. I take snooping as going through their phone, going through their emails, and going stuff that you won't want them to go through your phone type of vibe. That's what for me is snooping. Like I said, for me, in a relationships, I personally don't do that. Like if I'm with you and we're in a relationship, I'm not about to do that to you. But if somebody pull my coattails or something, I'm always paying attention. Mm-hmm. And for me, for whatever reason, it's the after for me, because it confirms what I've been told or what I know. So because some people just don't want to admit that they did some foul shit, right? Like whether or not, like you had a situation, like not that I had this situation, but like say if you had like a friend sleeping with your man type of vibe. You knew he was cheating. You didn't know who he was cheating with, but somebody pulled your coattail and was like, and then for me, I'm going back to I'm still paying attention. Even though I'm not with you, I need confirmation. Like that's just me. It may not be right, but that's just how I feel. Like I need to confirm it. So it's for me, it's more of a let me confirm this. So if you try to come back, or while you're trying to come back, I know one of to not be stupid and fall for the okie doke, because I see what it is.
I've been there. Like
I see what it is. You can try and like, because they always say, "Oh no, baby, take me back." And it's like, let me, like, I'm gonna let you do that for 3 whole months, and for 3 whole months, you under investigation.
Yeah, and I think that's and I've been in that situation where I've been like,
as soon as you say, Why you want to be with me?
Like, well, you know what? Since I know you're trying to come back, I'm definitely going to snoop now. I'm definitely going to check now. I'm Snoop Dogg now because I want to know.
And that's why I said we on a whole 3-month probation, and as soon as I tell you why I don't want to be beat, all the receipts will be revealed. This is not the time.
It ain't even no probation. I'm just about to check, and if I find what I find, then you out. It's out.
Like this is exactly why I'm not fucking with you no more.
Yeah. All right. So next question.
Speaking of the scenario that Sonny is talking about, that was episode 58 of the How to Hustle podcast with Hype. Who's more likely to double back?
Yes, who's more likely to double back? We definitely got to talk about that one again. So this question now is going to be for Hype and for Dro. Now I don't know if you've ever encountered this. The Hype kind of
what's up, Dro? I'm holding down for us.
Yeah, I know the Hype just touched on it, so I want you to answer this question, Hype. But Dro, I want you to answer too. If you did have evidence or inklings, or somebody pulled your coattails, why didn't you snoop? Or why didn't you check? Why didn't you investigate? What made you stay strong and hold it down?
I know I'm doing what I'm doing, so I can't get mad at you doing what you're doing. I can't tell you I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do, but you better not be doing nothing. If me and Sonny is talking, I can't tell her, look, we gonna go to this party and I'm probably gonna shoot at 2-3 of your girlfriends. If it happens, it happens. But I better not see you accept a drink from Willie and he the bartender. Like, niggas do that. And it's dumb. But I was never that type of guy. Like, I can't ask you to do something I can't ask you to do something for me that I ain't gonna do for you. So like,
and I think that's smart because you're being clear. You're being clear about intention and about expectation. When you're that clear about intention and expectation and you live up to it, then I think you're right. That's you're 100% right. Go ahead.
But at the same time, there's a double standard to that because not everybody's gonna be thinking reasonable like Hype here. Nobody's going because it's gonna be got one person that's gonna catch feelings and be like, no, it doesn't work for me that way. Let me do
all the time. I'm sure that's happened to Hype plenty of times. I'm sure.
Yeah, bro. You get dudes that be dating the chick, not really dating, whatever y'all doing, like whatever the fuck it is, right? You expecting her to not fuck with nobody, but you out here doing every fucking thing. And when she say, "Hey, dude, but you doing this," and it's like, "Well, I'm single." Excuse me, so am I. Did we miss that? Because I'm single in a dollar bill. Like, why you worried about?
That's what I'm saying.
I went on a date last night, and I call you tonight. I don't want to hear shit. Like, you better not say nothing to me because if you're gonna bring it up to me, I'm gonna bring up your whole deal. Excuse me, what now?
I was never even too. I'm never gonna ask you where you was at, who you was with, what you was doing. I don't want you to ask me.
Dudes be acting like that. They want you to be in a relationship while they still single.
That's why people be having these toxic relationships.
Yeah, because he gonna have 13 girls on the side, and she just got this one, and he goes ballistic. Like, you cheating on me with this guy?
Let us say, well, we're not cheating because we ain't even together.
That was episode 63 of the How to Hustle podcast with Hype, toxic relationships.
No, so get this. So I've seen a situation where one person was married, literally married, and they told their side piece that they cannot date outside of that relationship.
That's yo. Let me tell you the level of fuckery. That's extreme fuckery. You whole married, got a spouse you got to come home to. That you fucking like you can't tell me, oh, I'm laying next to him every day and then we not fucking. That's ludicrous. And then if you are not doing it, that's
I mean, there are some situations where Sonny you would be surprised.
As a side chick, no, it's not even a surprise, but it's the fact that he said that. And like that's a reality for a lot of people. Like you out here cheating on
some
your
niggas
spouse,
some niggas be just co-parents
out here being single because that's what the fuck they are.
But that's what I'm saying. Some niggas be married and be just co-parents. Like we just here for the kids. Like you know what I'm saying. We just trying to keep these taxes together.
No, this dude,
you know, like it's like Ghost told Tasha, I just lost the love of my life. This is really my girl, but you know on paper.
Yeah, but no. But I literally saw I seen a situation where a guy. He was still and madly in love with his wife. His wife better not cheat because he'll go crazy. And I know a woman that did the same thing with her husband, where she wanted everything that her husband was offering. She loved her husband. She did things for her husband, but she just had to have this side piece that she did not want going out doing anything with anybody else but her. It was crazy.
Did y'all see the video that Superhead had about this the other day?
No, I saw her talking about having young boyfriends, but that's about it. I didn't see anything else.
All right, so she talking about she's married and she told her husband that she got 2 boyfriends, Wayne and Bow Wow.
Right.
If these niggas call at any point, I'm going for 3-4 days at a time. I'll be back.
Yeah, I
love you, baby. This nigga, she said he pulled his car out the driveway, gave her a kiss goodbye. You have fun. Are you fucking stupid?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it was a different then. There was a lot less social media and a lot less social understanding of what was going on.
So you got a lot of people who are just in a relationship for the glitz and glamour or that type of lifestyle, because you might be for convenience.
True that. I mean, I gotta believe that man knew what his wife.
He might be taking care of him, and he just like, you know what, babe.
She was. She said that she was literally taking care of that man. That she paid all the bills. The lifestyle that they lived was all due to her, and that this was a side effect of what she had to do to make that lifestyle work. And he just accepted.
Yes, this is what I
was fine with it. She said when she came home,
that was a man with low self-esteem. That was.
I don't even think it's that deep. I think it's literally.
That's not a man. That is a male.
He enjoyed the fruits of that labor.
Some people like the glam, the glitz.
I'm sorry.
The thing. Well, I don't know how famous you are.
I don't like my mom that much. Okay, I don't like anything that much. Okay?
You like, no, mom, don't be out here dating Bow Wow. So Dro says he would never cheat on his girl or wife as long as they make it that point we are together. He says because he knows that if it's him and they don't agree to be together, then yes, he's single. And I feel like, just like what he's saying, just like what Joe said, he took the easy way out. Just like what I understand, I think it's when you're clear about your situation, when you're clear about where you stand. And that's probably what Superhead and her husband's situation. They might have had a clarity on where they stood. Like, look, we in this together, but it's just like when you see those porn stars, right, that are married and they're still out there. Most of the time, the woman don't mess around with nobody else, but the guy out there having sex with any woman he wants. But it's like this relationship is as strong as everybody else's because they know where they stand. They have an understanding. And I think once you have a clarity and people actually own up to that position, then it works. But I think it's when people don't, like Dame said earlier, it's like somebody's catching feelings or
Jaden will
out of control or overboard because they want more than what they were promised. And I think that's the problem. And I think Hype, you were just about to talk. Yeah, go ahead, Hype. Let us know.
I was about. All right. So again, full disclosure, when I met a girl, I met you at a party on Saturday. All right. When I talk to you, it's Monday, Tuesday, whenever. So this is what it is. I don't want no girl. You're not going to be my girl. That is not what this situation is ever going to be. We can talk. We can have fun. We can get to know each other. If this is not going to work for you, hey, totally get it. I understand. There's no hard feelings. If I see you out, it's still, hey, how you doing? What's going on? I might even still buy you a drink if I'm feeling good that night. But this is not really going much further than here. If that don't work for you, I get it. And some girls will be like, oh, no, that don't work for me. Some girls, they will be cool with that until, like Dame said, you catch feelings. And then I refer to you back to, hey, remember we talked about this now. I can't control your feelings. I can only deliver it. I can't control how you receive that. But as long as we communicate that and we honest about that from the rip, I can't have no false expectations of you. You shouldn't have none of me. But I can't control how you feel and how you move and all of that. But I let you know from the beginning, this is what it is. And even then, like when I got to a certain point, like with my male wife, I would tell girls like, look, she's number one. There's no competition there. You shouldn't try to compete with her. Like, we can still talk and all, but don't try to compare yourself to that situation. We got too many years, too much time. And if I call her and tell her I need whatever, she's going to be there. I don't know you well enough to know if that's the situation with you. So don't even try to go there.
Right,
now,
indeed.
Now, as far as porn stars, they have a different sense of perception and outlook because since sex is desensitized to them, they just think
sex is work.
Yeah, sex is work. This is not. No, this is their arena, like their sports or their 9 to 5. So for them, sex is like, okay, whatever, but their mindset is totally different from ours. Basically,
yeah, but I think it still goes. It's the same thing when a person like Hype says to a woman, "Look, we not really in a relationship. We're dating, or we cool, or we talking, or whatever the situation may be. But right now, I'm single, you single. I'm doing me, you doing you, and maybe eventually we'll figure this out. But for now, this is where we are. This is where we stand. And if she's clear on that, and
ain't nothing to figure out. We're figured out already.
Right.
We're not going any further than here.
But what I'm saying is that if she's clear on that and she's okay with that, then it works. Like I was telling y'all before, I had this woman that I was her side piece. She would call me when she needed me. She didn't call me when she didn't. If there was a situation that popped up and she was free, then it was on and popping. And when she wasn't or I wasn't, then it wasn't. We played our positions, we played our roles, and we were clear on that. We were very clear. There was no misunderstandings. There was no nobody. Well, I mean, I think deep down we may have felt something about each other in terms of we were close enough to keep doing this for years, but it had nothing to do with wanting to be in a relationship. And I think that's the thing, is once you have this position that you're in, or the situation that you're in, and you're okay with being in that position and everybody's good with that, then I think it works. It works. But that's the problem when it's no longer, like Tro said, they trying to get to the MVP. They want to be that most valuable person to you. And if you are no longer wanting to be in that position, then you either got to decide, you know what, I got to move on, or I got to just keep accepting what I'm getting. And Dro said, I can only control what you feel for that night. That's true. You really can only control what that person, really not even for that night, probably just for the moment.
Now, how do you dictate for you, Hank, if y'all want to move, if like you and your wife, how'd y'all move forward if y'all was just put in that spot of chilling, or it is what it is?
I mean, at that point, we had been talking when we got engaged, we was talking for 10 years already. So like we had these conversations about, all right, so you start to look at it like, shit, we got 8 years in now. Like, all right, is there a future here for us? Now we got a baby. Now, what do you think about? We got 2 different religions. What do you think about raising kids? Like, you start to ask all of those different questions. And the thing that hits you is, if I see you in the mall with another nigga and my daughter, how would I feel about that?
Okay.
That was the thing that, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing that, like, gets you over the, I wouldn't want to have to come pick my daughter up and there's somebody else here with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to run into y'all in the mall and y'all all got on the matching t-shirts and shit like that. Like, we can't do that.
Right. So
it's like it's always about, like, gotta be honest. You gotta always be honest with yourself. And it's like, realistically, do you want to be with or without this person? Because you continue to string them along like this, and eventually you're gonna get to the what are we doing stage. I've been to the what are we doing stage with plenty of girls who, like, you never want to grow up, you don't want to change. It's like, look, I told you this what it was. Why are you now asking me this shit?
Right.
Now, what would happen if you was ready to move up, but she brought you back to your own rules and said, "No, I thought we was chilling. I thought we was what it is."
You gotta respect it then.
Okay. Some people don't have to respect. No, but like I said, you're a realist. You keep things straight.
Copy.
Some people can't accept the answers they want. They want the answers they want. They don't want the answer they get. So
yeah, that was going to be my question in a different way. I was about to ask, like, which one of y'all made the decision, even though I think it was Hank. So I was about to ask which one of y'all made that decision that y'all were going to turn that situation into a relationship.
See, that's another one where when I did this one this was in the 20s. My bad, I can't remember the episode number. With the woman proposing to the man, and it was like, if I wanted to be married, we would be married. If I wanted to be engaged, we'd be engaged. Why the fuck are you on your knees? What are you doing? Like, if that's what I wanted to do, then that's what I would have done. So you always got to get to a point where you reach a certain level of maturity and you start to look at life a little different. Like I said, me having my daughter changes the perspective of, like, now this little girl is going to pay attention to everything that I do with this woman. So you can't be putting her in a situation where my daughter's going to look at her. It's like we talked about this weeks ago. It's like just because you think, oh, she's 2, she's 3, she's 1, she doesn't know. But you can go back 35, 45 years in your mind when you was 2, 3 and all of that about feelings, thoughts, smells, and all of that shit. So it's like once you have them, it's like, all right, you got to start to look at this a little bit differently. We're not still young playing around with each other's feelings and all of that. Because even in them stages, yeah, you playing with people's feelings and emotions and all of that shit. But it's like, hey, look, I told you I was playing with it. So don't get mad at me.
Right. Have either of you, Sonny or Dame, have either of you made a situationship and then decided to unmake it and turn it into a relationship?
I think it's a loaded question at me. I feel like you shooting this the loaded. Now, so for me, like I said, I'm at 38 or probably earlier, 38, 37, I realized that I am not the less like, I mean, I have done it in the past where it just was what it was. But at this stage in my life, a button clicked on to me and it's like, I don't like before when that point where I was at that level of it is what it is, it definitely was what it was. And I wasn't beat. Right. And then I got to a point where I wanted more. So I started doing that. It was a situationship. And of course, my little stupid ass caught feelings because, but I feel like it's a joint problem only because, and this is why I say about the buddy system or like the friends with benefit situation is problematic for me because I'm a person that likes to talk, right? Most of the people that I date, we talk. Like before anything sexual transpired, we are on a level of communication where we talking about everything. So I'm talking like to anybody, most of the people I've dated, we've had multiple conversations where they came over and we just shot the shit. And if it went down, it went down. If it didn't, it didn't. But we just sat there and talked like for hours.
That's the best way you get them draws.
No, I know I got that, but at that same time, you sitting there for hours. Y'all sitting there. I could be at your house. We sitting there chopping it up. You making me breakfast. We sitting here vibing and just sometimes not saying nothing and just sitting there just in each other company chilling. I'm a female.
Right.
Yes, I'm cool. I'm cool as shit. I'm a tomboy, so it's a lot of stuff that we can vibe off of. But like, the problem was the extra of just sitting there, not doing nothing, but just wanting to be around each other. We ain't even got to fuck. It's like, yo, what you doing? Nothing. I'm about to come over and chill. We just sitting there watching movies, hugged up and shit like that, like on a rainy day, dumb shit like that. So me all in my feelings because you want to just come over and hang with me. You ain't just trying to hump on me. So now I don't feel like a used toy. So like for me, that's where I was at. So when I got to that point, and even like the last couple of situations, it really signified to me that I can't, like I'm not that person anymore. When I was in my 20s, that was 20s, early.
Yeah, like you said, you mature. Like Hunter said, you mature or you get to a different mindset. That's what it is.
Yeah, and that's why I am right now. And I cracked up because I just said this to somebody this weekend. This weekend opened my eyes and I said, because I was very unbothered, not beat, right?
Yeah.
Still, next month will be a year of unbotheredness, right? So as much as I want to be bothered, I feel like it's not going to get me what I want because I can do that. I can find somebody to fuck and it'd be great. And we have fun and shit like that. I'm gonna catch feelings. I already know I'm going to, and not just off of fucking because I already know what type of person I am. I'm cool, not only in the bedroom but outside the bedroom, and we can just vibe. So like you spending time with me and wanting to be up under me all the time, and then you tell me not to catch feelings, bro. You done took me shopping. We over here hanging out, going out to dinner here and there. I'm at your house just laying there doing dumb shit. Like, we ain't really doing nothing, but we just sitting there chilling. Or sometimes we up all night talking on the phone, like little high school shit, falling asleep on the phone, waking up like, oh, you still there? Like all that goof, taking showers together, like just stupid, unproductive shit,
All right, see, no, we're not doing all of this now. I'm tagged
but that's to my point because you do that with me, and then you say to me when I'm like, well, what's going on with us? You're like, oh no, we chilling. Bruh.
Well, I mean, and that's the thing. A lot of people
once them joints hit
like,
the floor,
this is why, and then everybody be like, "Oh, well, did you choose that relationship? Nigga doing relationship shit." Because I won't be like, bruh, I'm over here washing your hair and like doing dumb shit. Like you over here doing dumb shit with me, and you telling me like, why you catching feelings? Bitch, be in love. You don't know.
She said we in love. Joe said,
we in love.
I ain't crazy. We doing relationship shit. I don't take niggas like I've had niggas that I just fucked back in my day. We ain't go out to dinner. We wasn't sitting at the table fucking cooking for each other.
We in love.
Wait, but this is the thing though. You know, and I think this is the thing. And this is something that
I'm being honest, yo.
Yeah. But hold on, this
Sonny,
is the thing.
shouts out to Sonny.
Yeah, this is the thing, and I've been guilty of that. I've been guilty of doing what they call doing too much.
Too much, yeah. I'm definitely guilty of that.
Yeah, because I think that sometimes even with the best intentions, because you decide, you know what, I want to do X, Y, and Z, you thinking that, oh, we're still on the same page because I told her from the beginning that this is not going to be a thing. But I still want to do these big things, though.
Taking me to family functions.
I still want to. Well, not family functions. I don't do that.
See,
but like that's to my point. Like we doing.
They took you to the family function.
Like we going to family functions and barbecues. Like I'm cooking and bringing the dish to the fucking family function.
Oh hell no! You don't. Y'all was in a relationship.
We in love. What is you talking about?
I barely want to.
That's why I said we in love. Because what is you talking about? I done brought food to your sister cookout, bruh.
Yeah, no, you gotta either already be a friend of the family or a known friend.
I met them the same year I met you.
You'll be around my family. I can't do that. That's
why I'm saying like that's the type of you cool. You can come. I'm at the card table with the family playing space.
Yeah, no, bro. Because that now you putting thoughts and expectations in people's head with that one. That's
all I'm saying.
This is why you don't bring nobody. Huh? This is the problem with bringing people to the cookout. Is the time that I brung Samantha instead of Sonny.
Right, exactly, Joe. That's the only time.
When you bring Samantha instead of Sonny, somebody gonna say, "Well, how's Sonny doing? Where's Sonny?
Exactly.
I just talked to."
It's gonna be always that one person. You know, it's always that one petty message.
But then I found out this person does that with everybody. So it's like, oh, you doing it with everybody? You bring every bitch to the functions? Okay. So
the only person you would probably know is Ro. That's because that's my cousin. That's my right hand. He will be the only one that you know.
But you know that's the thing. That's what I'm about to say. Because I mean, sometimes like I've dated women where they don't even meet my friends. Like, no, I'm sorry, that's just not a thing for me. Like, you're not close enough to me to be start interacting you with certain people. You know what I'm saying? Because my real friends are close to me, and I'm not about to do that. You know, they're just like family. So no, that's not going to happen. You know, I had a woman one time ask me about meeting my best friend. I'm like, no,
it's not that important.
My best friend, like my sister. No,
but that's why I say but that's my point. It's mixed signals because, like I said, I've had people. Like I can tell you right now, this I call him chocolate. I call him my chocolate bar. My best friend know his name. When I say it and I get a smile about it, she already know what it is. Never met this nigga a day in her life. I've been best friends with this bitch since forever. Since my daughter was a children. My daughter is now about to be 20. She know who he is, but when I say my chocolate, she never met this nigga. Like, he wasn't that important to meet the family. Like, you not about to. But that's why I say it's the mixed signals of what happens. And that's why I say for me, for my situationships, it's not me just going off of dumb shit. It's me going off of but like I said, that's me. Like, normal niggas ain't about to do that.
Right. I want to go back to Dro's comment real quick.
It's something different.
Yeah, I want to go back to Dro's comment real quick. He was commenting on, I think, the doubling back situation. When we were talking about doubling back. He said he got divorced back in May of 2021, moved out to another place, and still kept going to the condo that he left for his ex when she would call. And all the way up until September to the point where until he finally got to the point where he wasn't going back. And that's the thing. People, you know, you'll be in that thing where you want to keep going back. And I think and to Sonny's point, that causes you to want to double check, investigate, you know, that kind of thing. Because I went through that. I went through that where it was like, you know, my ex was telling me like, oh, you know, nothing's happening anymore. Let's start over. Let's do this, do that. And then I had to let me go back and snoop a little bit more just in case. And then sure enough, I'm snooping the real. And I'm like,
get me back, I'm snooping.
Yeah, exactly. Like, nope.
I'm trying to get me back for 3 months. I'm snooping for 3 months. We're going to figure this shit out.
Yeah. I definitely don't blame you. I don't blame you for that one. Yeah, I don't blame you for that.
I never ended on bad terms with anybody. I'm just really nice.
Yeah, me neither. But still. I mean, I have, but not from my side. I've never, you know.
I'm just actually,
my mom told me like, oh, she's probably trying to set you up. So this is the other thing. Is and Sonny brought it up earlier. If you found the proof, why wasn't it enough? What made you decide
because you want to
not only snoop and try to figure this out, but then once you did figure it out, you were like, you know what, I'm gonna stay.
Because you know why? Like from a female perspective, here's the problem that I have with us as females, right? We see it and we just want to like, well, no, it can't be true, and we saw it, right? You can't unsee it, but somehow you make an excuse. And here's my problem, because you done told your friends, right? They're mad because he ain't shit. He ain't shit. You confirm that he ain't shit by giving them the proof. So don't dig it up and look for it and then get mad and say, oh, I keep my business to myself. No, bitch, your business is out there. This nigga's fucking everybody. So like you found it. You're mad because you keep trying to go back to him and being dumb, and we're telling you, bitch, didn't you find the shit? He asked to do this, like he did this and this and the girl, like the whole conversation and blah blah blah, and you trying to justify it. No, that's what the problem is. It's one thing to keep your business to yourself and keep your friends. Like Taheim always said that, like you can't keep people in your business. That's true, but you can't invite them to your business.
Use your business. They weaponize your problems.
Yeah, and then get mad about it, and then your friends remind you to steer clear this person because this person is harmful to you. You're like, I can't tell my business, my friend, because I want to be happy. No, you want to be happy in a lie. You want to be caught up in this lie, like it's perfect and it's not. This nigga's not perfect. Like nobody's perfect. He messed up. So either you're gonna acknowledge it, y'all gonna move past it and move on, or you're gonna pretend it don't happen and wait for something worse to happen.
Right.
The problem be we don't want to admit that we was wrong and that we wasted our time.
Facts. The hardest or you want to feel like you don't want to lose something you took so forever. You feel like you got to this point and now you got to start over again.
Yeah, because you don't want to lose that comfortability. It's like if I've been with her for 8 years, now you see that these text messages is in her phone. Now you done uprooted your whole life. Y'all got a house together. Where are you staying at? How y'all getting out of this house? How y'all gonna split the money? Are y'all gonna be able to sell it for how much money? Like all of those different things go into play when you start to play all those things in your mind. And now, like you just said, you wasted 8 years. You feel like you was wrong the whole time, or you've had a feeling and you just didn't act on it because now you start from square one. And now it's like, well, am I gonna be able to find somebody? Is anybody gonna love me? Is anybody gonna like this? I got this baggage. I got that baggage. Like this person already knows that, like, I got a breathing problem and like. All of that type, any little type of shit like that. If you've been with somebody for long enough, it's just like you start to just accept some of those flaws.
And it's not even when you with them long enough, because sometimes you could be with motherfuckers for less than a year, and you just like no.
Because if you that type of person who's like don't want to be alone. Oh my god, I might die alone. And you 26. Like,
right? Yeah.
Like the whole world's in front of you. Somebody else thinks you're cute. Like somebody else thinks you.
Niggas get married every day, B.
Niggas get married every day.
To the wrong people every day. I just seen that
one of them things I always try to tell like chicks too is be like, biological clocks be on dudes too. Don't just let dudes think that it's just y'all that biological clock be ticking. Niggas will be out here like, man, I gotta have some kids. Man, I gotta get a girl. Man, I gotta get a wife. Like, let's just say, for instance, me and Dame both get married in the same summer. If Willie's the other friend, he goes, well, like, damn, what am I doing wrong that they both got married and I ain't married? Yeah. Now, for the next couple of months, we need to watch out for before Willie makes a bad decision. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really think about it.
Because you just want to settle. And that's what I think a lot of people do.
Because you just want to be a part of the club.
I blame Willie for the first marriage.
Say it again.
You mean you supposed to be going?
He said he blamed you for his first marriage.
Oh, don't be blaming me. You got married before me both times.
No, I didn't. Nope. Because when I came back when I came back from Florida, you and your ex was getting married. Hey man, I know you poor and you just got back. I know you poor and you just got back from Michigan.
I know you poor.
You can get a room.
Yeah, I can't with him.
And I'm like, dude, I just got back. I ain't got no job. I wish you all the best.
When did you first get married? What's your first wedding date?
Mine was 2008. You got married in 2004.
2005.
Yeah. He said that's what he said. You the reason why he ended up in a sham marriage. But hey, that's like, years. That means like somebody like me. But for somebody like
I'm pretty sure it was out man.
But for somebody like
from
me,
this episode, Sonny saying, "Nigga, we in love," and Dame saying, "You know I was poor."
You know I was poor.
Nah, but I feel like this too. It's for me, like all this stuff, cheating, snooping, it's like that. Like like it scares me. Like I feel like at this point I'm probably gonna be single forever because I don't really trust anybody. Like I went through some shit, and it's like I love love. I want to be in love.
Do you want to get married?
Huh?
Do
I want to get married?
Yes.
I would love that. Do I think it's gonna happen? Absolutely not.
That's the episode we're working on in the Hot House Podcast.
Like it's just I would love to get married, but I just don't think it's gonna happen because for me to get married, I gotta actually believe a nigga ain't shit. Like a nigga like is the
she
best.
Said, yeah, she gotta believe he ain't shit. Damn.
No, I mean, I didn't mean to say that, but I have to believe,
that he's
like
you have to believe
like
in
they're the
him,
best
yes.
person ever, and they really love me and shit like that. And I just feel like the wool been put over my eyes so many times that like the real person come out later, and it's like I don't know about that. Like to get me in a relationship is probably gonna be like I'm waiting for you to do some buck shit.
Just to make sure the nigga, hey Sonny, make sure the nigga has at least 3 Gatorades and a power bar in his backpack. You know what I'm saying when he comes down.
And the Snickers.
You said she's locked, loaded, and ready, y'all. Because you could have sex with Sonny though every other Friday.
Right.
Right.
I don't even, and that's the crazy part. Like I just posted that in my stories. Like, bitch, I'm okay with being alone, but this getting all excited and then bitch ain't got nobody to like. This is bullshit. But like, I know what I'm signing up for. I can't be a part of that. I can't participate.
Go get you a Rose Pro and use that in combination with the old Rose. You'll be all right. You'll make it.
I don't even want to do like. I don't know. I think more of me misses the companionship. Not even.
Yeah.
Not even the sex. It's just
that's the biggest thing. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. That's something I
miss to be there and talk to you and roll over like, babe, blah blah blah.
That's all about the stuff that I was talking about. Yeah,
because the companionship, I was missing the companionship.
Yeah, I just want to touch your nose.
It's like it's lonely. It's hard being lonely. It's very hard being lonely.
Yeah, but I'm okay with that because guess what? Nobody lying to me. Ain't nobody cheating on me, so I'm okay. Because this, like, who's posted that? They said the married people out here acting single, more single than the people that's single. Bitch, I'm out here on a willful. What is it? What the fuck is it? Celibacy, sort of. And this shit, I know people that's married that's getting more than me, and it ain't just their spouse. I'm like, so y'all out here wilding in the streets. Right, I done seen motherfuckers on dating apps like, oh, so you just ain't even gonna put you married on here, okay? You just
well, let's get to this final question.
You can't have in your profile married with 2 kids,
right?
Right. It's dating sites.
You on Christian Mingles.
So is jealousy and trust issues destroying your relationships? So this goes to the question of the snooping, right? And we're going to get into the actually, this is not the last question. This is the second from the last question because we're going to ask a different question, especially to Hank, because me and him got into a quick little, there's a one-time back and forth, and I wanted to discuss it here. But before we get to that, what is what's the impact, right? You know, is it the jealousy? Is it the trust issues? Is it just the tug on the coattails? What's got us to the point where we're snooping? And is that really what's messing up the relationship? Is it the jealousy?
It is, because I think it's the jealousy. So jealousy, for most times,
L7, I told you.
It's basically coinciding or alongside feeling insecure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something in a relationship made you feel insecure, or maybe you feel like you're not worthy of this person, right? So you're insecure of that. This person is this whoever they are, and you feel inferior to them, and you're not worthy of them, right? So a lot of people feel that way. So that's what causes them to be jealous, because some people to be jealous because they just think, oh, well, everybody like. So if you're dealing with, like, if I'm dealing with Hank or one of y'all, and I feel like I'm unworthy of y'all, and like you're a great catch, and somebody's gonna see that I'm not worthy of you, and all these females are in your face because they see what type of person you are. I'm gonna be jealous and insecure, and then I'm gonna have trust issues because you got options to afford it to you that if you choose to take a step over that line, you can, and there's willing participants, right?
Right.
So for me, in my dating history, most of the guys I've dated, not that I felt inferior than them, but I can't even say some of them weren't even cute. But anywho, it's their personality or I'm dead serious. My friends was like, your dating history is all over the map. It depends, because
is relative.
You don't have to look a certain way. You just have whatever it is about you that attracts me to you is whatever it is. It's not just looks. It's never like, oh, I'm attracted to you because you look a certain way. No, for me, it's whatever it is that I've met with you or vibe with you on whatever level it was, and that's what makes me attracted to you. So my dating history is all over the place. It could be unfortunate looking to extremely unfortunate looking to the best looking piece thing ever out there in the streets.
Extremely unfortunate looking.
Listen, if I ran a list or showed you pictures of the people I dated, you'd be like, bitch, you really date? Like, I may got a shot. You might got a shot. Like, I don't.
Like looking at this, I got a shot.
Like I think I got a shot because I didn't think that.
Hey Dan, if I showed you my chick and you said she is extremely unfortunate looking,
I usually tell people that person got a nice personality. Like
no,
he obviously got
my term is unfortunate looking. I don't call people ugly; they are unfortunate looking.
Not unfortunate.
That's
a new one. That's
the same way I say unproductive. It's I'm never gonna call you ugly. I'm gonna call you unfortunate. You unfortunate looking. It's not your fault. You didn't that face. It just happened.
Joe said, "Give trust, believe in yourself. Give trust."
Yeah, but for me, it's like
Joe said it. Is he? Joe says,
"You know what? No, I dated him. He's not ugly."
That's why he worried because you just said.
He's not the only person I dated.
Like, wait a minute, what?
He's not the only person I dated. I'm sorry if anybody I dated watching this show. I'm sorry.
I'm
glad you go back to the email text thread with Sonny saying she was unfortunate.
But yeah, that makes it destroy a relationship because it becomes problematic. If you're jealous and I'm dating you, Willie, and you don't like a jealous female, it's gonna be a problem.
Oh yeah, I don't.
I'm on 10. Like, bitch, who the fuck is that bitch you talking to in the supermarket? Like, it's a cashier, babe. What you talk about? Like, that's like.
and you know, like, but you know, that was the thing that it was two relationships I've had, maybe three. I've had about 2 or 3 relationships where the woman was so jealous to the point of driving me crazy, and in both of those relationships, they both cheated. Yeah. Like, are you fucking crazy?
See, I think for me, I've only been, and I can say this with full certainty, jealous in 2 relationships. And not like that crazy jealous, like who the fuck is that bitch? It's I felt one person, for that reason, I felt unworthy. I don't know why, because he was extremely unfortunate. And I felt unworthy of him. Extremely
unfortunate. Wow.
And then the one guy, he was very nice looking, but like his
credit score must have been 870.
No, his family made me feel like I wasn't worthy of him because I was a tomboy and they wanted him with like he was in like an upscale part of Jersey, and they wanted him with like a debutante. And I was, if you know me, I'm a tomboy. I'm just exactly who the fuck I am. So I had to come to the family function like, why is she like this? And like I could put clothes on, but I didn't because we weren't going anywhere. I'm going to a barbecue. I'm gonna wear clothes to a barbecue. I'm not about to get dressed up and be in a dress at the fucking barbecue. Like they wanted people that won't take the garbage out. I'm a tomboy. It wasn't like so they made me feel like I wasn't worthy of him because of I was like like this nigga met me at a nigga house playing PS4 in sweatpants and a hoodie. And somehow he thought I was cute.
Like he's really jamming the joint, huh?
So let's go back to the conversation me and Hype had. So Hype, I felt like the snooping goes hand in hand with jealousy and trust issues. You didn't think it always correlated. What's your thought process?
All right, see, like I said from the beginning, I'm super trust issues. My life experiences have taught me that she said this baby was his, had him, named him after you. Turns out he's not your son. Like I said, my friends was all older than me. So going through using those different perspectives and different things that they always had, it always led me to believe that like people are not to be trusted. Most people's word doesn't mean shit to them. Most people's they don't have honor in that. So that got me to the point where it's very, very hard for me to trust people. Now, not saying like I'm going behind my wife, like I wonder if she was talking to a nigga, if she was doing this, that, or whatever. But like even to the point where like, yo, did you pay the cable? All right, look, I need you to pay the cable bill this month. Now it's the day of. Did you pay the cable bill? You know how many times we both paid the cable bill? Because like I asked you to pay it, you never said nothing. I don't know if you did. It's one thing I don't want to be is owe nobody no money. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what I meant as far as like the trust issues and shit. But I think a lot of things always go back to your childhood. And some of the shit where it's like, if you deal with a girl who grew up without a dad, or her dad decided to leave, it's like she is now shown by the first male, even if we flip it and use the mom, because like my cousin raised his kids because the mom left. And he raised his 4 kids, or what is it? Four or five of them. He raised his kids though, because mom left. So like, if you get from the first woman or male who's supposed to show you what love looks like, how it feels, and all of that, and that person tells you that you're not good enough, essentially, you then go through life fucked up as far as what does love feel like, what does it look like, and what is the expectation? Because it's like, if my mom didn't give a fuck enough about me, why the fuck is this girl or this guy, like, like just those different situations. So that kind of fucks up with your trust, your jealousy. That fucks your mental situation up as far as, do I even deserve to be loved? Like Sonny said, you got a person who's unfortunate looking, and you going like, I don't even meet the expectations of this person. But it's like, the self doubt that you got going on is fucking up that whole situation.
Oh, so, like, true that, definitely. I agree with that for sure. And then going back to even with the snooping part of it, sometimes it's definitely not a jealousy thing. A lot of times it could just be the trust, but it may not be a trust issue. It's just more of a lack of trust at that moment, or a break in the trust. So, so I definitely can agree that it's not always a correlation, because it's not always the reason. It's not always the background, but definitely, like you said, things that can really mess up the relationship can be, lack of self-esteem, lack of respect in general, being able to respect boundaries, or respect a person's opinions, lack of respect of opinions. There's a ton of different reasons why that can get get destroyed that way. So I definitely agree with that. I just think that when you get to the point where you're snooping around, or you're looking for things to confirm with what you either heard or what you think, it starts to break down that relationship. It starts to create reasons and doubt and cracks in the relationship.
Yeah, that's reverse psychology, Sonny. That's what you're talking about.
No, but I think
I'm doing it and I feel guilty about it, so let me put it on you.
Yeah, because they've been like, and that's why I say, how you get them is how you lose them. If you've been sleeping with this person and they was in a whole relationship and their relationship ended and now they want to be with you, you know what you're getting. They cheated on the last relationship. That person probably was the best person to them, and they cheated or whatever reason they cheated.
Joe said this is jealousy issue, it's an insecurity issue. So yeah, it definitely insecurity. I think definitely
insecure
when you're
sucks.
As soon as you start feeling like something is not quite right, you're insecure about it. So it's automatic. That's an automatic thing. Like you said, basically, Joe said basically, it's you're basically in a situation where your security has become broken. It's become diminished. Your diminished security makes you either check on it, investigate, or act out. And either way you handle it becomes what starts to affect the relationship going forward.
Yeah.
But you gotta be honest.
No, I'm not answering that. But yes, his family did invite me to a barbecue for his brother, and remember, I'm the ex. I knew everybody. They invite me to the function. He pulled up with his wife.
See, that's how my Joe ass family is.
I'm like, yeah, they had a whole function and had me there, and then his mom like, I don't even like his wife. I'm like, y'all gotta go.
Oh no, she didn't say that. Did she say that in front of the wife?
She said it to me, and I'm like, because now I feel uncomfortable because he can't talk to me because she looking at him like his wife looking at him like, bitch, say something to her. I'm like, so all right, I don't want to be a problem because I hope she don't say nothing to me because it's gonna be a problem. Like I just hope that whatever's going on, she does not call herself confronting me. Oh, she said it in front.
Joe said she said it in front of him.
I know she said it, but I didn't know who she said it. I heard it. I was like, no, because like his mom, I love his mom. That's my other mother. I love her. But like I was like, I don't think I should come to family functions anymore because like this is mad awkward.
See, this was another thing.
Obviously, she feels away. And I get why I came because like I watched his brother grow up. Like I knew the family for forever. So him coming home from jail was like, thank God, like he finally home So that's why I came, like, you know, it's a celebration. Like, thank God my little bro back, get your shit together. I love you. I'll fuck you up if you go back type of vibe. And I was like, yo, I can't come anymore because like his wife, as soon as he looked in my direction, he didn't even say hi or nothing. Like they walked in the house, he looked over and saw me. She was like, ah! And I was like, yeah, I need to go because I don't want.
Dro said, "You always gonna be loved. You so
I know
you
like,
always gonna be
that's
around."
why I don't like come to Family Fun because I'm like, I don't know who's gonna show up and I don't want. I know his mom loves me dearly, so it's not gonna.
So you gotta just show up before everybody get there, Sonny.
Huh?
You gotta show up before everybody get there.
Well, I did show up before everybody got there, and then
starts at 3. You need to be there at 12.
I gave hugs. I was chopping up with a couple people, and I was trying to like beeline it out, and it didn't. Like I didn't get the chance to get out
at 12.
It was like shit is happening.
You show up at 12 and say, "Y'all, damn, I gotta go to work. Oh my God, I'm gonna miss the party."
I brought my son and everything. You know Zay, how Zay is. I'm like, yeah, I gotta go because he's crazy. Like, no, we got kids here. I'm like, no.
She's like, no, we good. Now go like, yeah, let your kid play with his kids. Like, hell no. So that mama could go.
My mom is a seamstress. My mom is a seamstress. She used to do like 20, 30 proms every year.
It sounds like Joe would invite you to something else.
His mom would invite me to a function. I'm like, ain't lying.
Joe over there, like, come on, you coming to the next function.
No, like, it's no lie. Like, his family love me. Like, his cousin be like, hey, Red. I'm like, I know. I know.
Did they invite you to the Memorial Day cookout?
No, I didn't get invited to his brother's wedding. I feel away. Tell Anthony why you on here, Dro. That fuck Anthony. I wrote congratulations. I love them, but like fuck them. Go ahead.
All right, before we end the show, I got an after show question.
To the show, just the after party. Yeah.
Okay, so
I didn't get the answer.
You didn't get a chance to answer?
No.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Dave.
I was going to put another topic up there. Maybe it was just past trauma from past relationships. You know, it had to be something from the current one to make you go insecure.
Oh yeah, no doubt. That's a big problem because it's always somebody's always coming from something, right? They're always having some kind of past thing. I mean, we broke up from something, right? So. Yeah,
that's why you gotta be honest about that shit.
All I'm doing is
get into another relationship
or profile liar because you a liar, cheater, deceiver, and a heartbreaker, and fuck what I said. It don't mean shit now.
Right.
Okay, now you can play the promo.
right. All right. So here's the question. So I know a lot of you have heard of TMZ, and this guy used to be on TMZ. I think that's where he's from. He used to be on TMZ. Van Lathan, right?
The black guy.
Black boy, yeah.
What he do?
All right. So he was clout. He out here clout chasing. Let me hold on. Let me make sure I'm ready for this when I say this. Because I'm about to pop it up on the screen. What he do?
I like Van. I liked him. What he do?
This man, this grown man, this 40-something-year-old man, 50-something. I don't know if he's 50 or 40. 50-year-old man had the nerve, the gall, the audacity. I'm sorry, I'm putting my own impression on this. My bad. Let me stop.
You didn't.
He's going Stephen A. on us.
So Van Lathan had a question he posed to someone that was on his show. He said, "Do you believe that Brandy and Ray J, being that they're brother and sister, are the equivalent to Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson for the culture at this time?"
What?
I'm out.
Brandy and Ray J are the Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson of this generation for the culture at this time, being that they're brothers.
Say stuff like this, you're supposed to just ignore it because they just want you to talk.
That doesn't make sense. I mean, they are an R&B, but like it's not. You're not Janet Jackson, Michael Jackson level. You're not.
Brandy was popping in the '90s. Like Brandy was popping in the late '90s, and Ray J wasn't popping then.
That's like asking if LaToya and Tito was the.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like why are we even talking about this?
It was dumb. He said a dumb thing. So we can't
That
would be a collective no.
Collective no.
That would be a collective.
We're not going to entertain Dan and that tomfoolery he got going on.
Well, I actually talked to a couple of people, and one of them told me that they believe for their generation, they fall into the millennial generation. They believe that
how old was this person?
That was in the millennial generation. So that means that
they're in their 30s. Don't count.
They're in their 30s. They're just a little bit younger than you, Sonny. Just a little bit.
Their opinion doesn't count.
I'm in my 30s and I don't believe that. I'm not even a Michael guy.
Like Ray J hasn't produced any hits though.
Ray J got one wish and I hit it first. Nobody gives a fuck about neither one.
Oh no, don't wait a minute. Again, wait a minute.
Oh yeah, wait a minute was a good one, but One Wish is his signature song.
One Wish was 20 years ago. It was released in 2005,
2006.
So like it doesn't count. Why did who said?
See, this is the question. Ray J got some hot songs, but that nigga can't sing. Okay,
he got two hot songs.
Is he up there with Jacquees?
He got a couple songs. You ever heard "Heaven in My Bed"? He got "Heaven in My Bed." That's what I'm saying. He got some joints. He got some joints.
He's Jacquees.
You never heard "Heaven"? All right, you never heard "Heaven in My Bed" from Ray J.
Michael put out some hits.
That's cool. I will forward you the link, brother. Don't worry about that.
Michael put out some hits. Janet put out some hits.
Is that the song with Chris Brown? In My Bad. I know we ain't gonna make it. No, that's not that song.
No, I thought he said Bed. I thought he was talking about the song.
No, Bed is Jay Holiday. Don't do that.
That's Jay Holiday.
Yeah.
He just came to Trenton and I missed it. I'm very upset about it, but continue.
Chill. Now, when I used to do security, the best concert I ever been to was Jay Holiday and Trey Songz.
Heaven in My Bed.
It was 8 niggas in the whole show. While I got y'all here, though, we're still live on the air. We have breaking news over here. We will be doing the How to Hustle podcast live show part 2 on July the 31st. Flyer will be coming out next day or so as soon as I can get it made. That is on a Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m.
Well, maybe I see if I get a sitter so I can roll out.
You should probably try to make that happen.
Yeah, I gotta ask in advance. We a couple months in advance. I gotta ask.
So Ray J's top 5 songs are "Sexy Can Out," which
"Sexy Can Out" was my shit.
That was the second song I was talking about. "One Wish."
All right.
I Hit It First. Wait a minute and Let It Go. Heaven in My Bed is not a song.
I'm about to send you the link to Heaven in My Bed.
That's not a song on that list. It's not a song on that list.
I was saying, see, I don't know who made that list. That's just probably the top singles he had.
Top selling singles.
Whoever had I Hit It First in their phone? Like
no.
Nobody.
This was his top.
Who hooks up the aux cord to play I Hit It First?
Nobody. That song got hot because it was probably streamed so much for people trying to hear what he was saying. It being so disrespectful because he literally released it after.
It came out 9 years ago.
But it's not on the list. It's not on his hit.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we forward this to you.
He went double wood. No, I got the link.
You said double wood. Right. You know what?
It wasn't double wood. No, it was single.
It wasn't on the album.
It wasn't on nothing. That's what I'm saying. It
wasn't on nothing.
Yeah. So
what was the other joint that he had? See, then you're gonna make me look up this album.
But what's his name?
But this is my thing. Is everything he's made, with the exception of I Hit It First, was made prior to 2005. Like what the?
Let's Play House. That's what I'm saying. Let's Play House was my shit too. That was on the Joan One Wish. That same album.
Another double wood song.
Oh yeah, Chris Brown is my boo thing.
He's not a Michael Jackson. Let's just put it that.
Yeah, see me. That's what I'm saying. See, like I don't have any Michael Jackson in my phone. That's what I'm saying. I'm not a Michael Jackson fan, but like you got to the man doesn't sell that many albums,
right?
Yeah, I'm not saying that Ray J and Brandy. No, that's like a frivolous question.
No, Brandy got them. No, Brandy is my girl, but she knows.
My daughter was just watching Moesha 2 hours ago before she went to bed. So that's why I said if you would have brought this up in the end of the 90s, mid 90s, when Brandy was popping, she's going to prom with Kobe and all of that. When she got Moesha and all of that, yeah. But Ray J was nowhere when Brandy had her wave.
Nah, hold up, wait a minute.
Talk about
Moesha needed to come and tell us what the fuck happened to Miles. I made a TikTok about this.
Lil Kim kidnapped the boy.
Miles got
kidnapped him on the last episode.
Pregnant, and we don't know what happened because it ended.
Talk that shit, Sonny.
Listen, Brandy is her
So
show
you need to fuck
Moesha. She
Brandy
was the
until
most
she fuck
toxic.
up in the mouth.
She was the most toxic character on
She
any
just needed some
show.
hammer. Damn, she just needed some hammer. She just let Q hit one time, and she'd have mellowed right out.
Well, she got pregnant by somebody. It was either him or Hakeem.
Oh no, Hakeem had her pregnant then. You knew Hakeem was hitting raw then, though. They was. You think I'm gonna be over here eating eggs every morning,
Hakeem
and that's
played
all that we
Tupac.
got on the menu?
She was eating more than eggs.
Mm-hmm. You goddamn right. Scrambled, sunny side up, fried, dyed, laid to the side.
She had sex with Kimi.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I'm saying, that was my shit though. But yeah,
now you take me back to Brandy and Monica. The boy is mine.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like people need to stop saying stuff just to get viral, just saying wild stuff, just for.
And I hate when people do that. When
That's
people do stuff like that, it's like when people do stuff like that, it's like if we all ignore it, then it'll go away.
Conversation. Like everything they did was
before
millennials were even old enough to do anything. Most millennials were born in the mid to late 80s. So you're talking 86 to 91. Like,
first of all, these millennials are in love with the crack.
They were 10 when Brandy was hot, or when Ray J had a career. They were 10 years old. Nobody cared about that. Right.
I'm mad that I just found the Michael Jackson lyrics to. We were saying how Mama say Mama saw with Maku saw. He said, I'm not gonna stop. I ain't know he was saying that. He forever gonna be in my book saying I'm a side with Maku saw. I'm sorry.
Right.
That's what we heard, and that's what it's gonna be.
Well, we had another great show. We're gonna end it on that note on the Mama say Mama saw Maku saw. And let you know that GFT Radio brings all the content. We got plenty of content, several shows to keep you entertained. The GFT Radio Show, Mondays at 10 p.m. Eastern. How to Hustle Podcast on Hype every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Make sure you check that out on YouTube and all throughout all your favorite podcasting platforms all throughout the week. Styles and Chevy Recap every Wednesday at 9 p.m. We're on hiatus until next month. We will be bringing back the show when we review the Doctor Strange Part 2. Yes. We're going to do that. That's going to be the first thing we bring out on June 8th. So make sure you come check us out on June 8th. Sex with Sunny Live every other Friday, or 2 Fridays out the month. She'll be back in June as well. So make sure you guys look out for those dates.
Yeah, I got the June date.
So you can get a little sand in it now, huh, Willie?
So there's no Sex with Sunny this week.
They're right. The Fans Perspective every other Sunday at 9 p.m. But right now they're doing it for the on the weekly for the playoffs. So make sure y'all check out the fellas. They're breaking down all the action from the playoffs and keeping you informed on other hot sports that are going on, hot sporting events. So make sure you check that out. Gaming with Style. Various times throughout the week. I will be back online very soon. So make sure you guys look out for that. I can pop up anywhere. So make sure you hit that notification bell, like, subscribe, share it, and that way you can check us out. And we'll keep you in the loop there. Until then, guys, let them know where they can find you at. Sonny?
You might want to unmute. You might want to unmute if you're going to say something.
Okay, so
you're still talking. You're still muted.
Anywho, y'all know I just dropped the whole TikTok. So go to @IamSunny_D, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and TikTok. Just drop one. I posted it in my Instagram.
Who cares?
Go to my website, raggedyassdame.com. I'm only playing. I'm reservedlyme.com.
Oh, okay. So
morning ass.
You can catch me at Another Level Up on Instagram. I'm not on Twitter.
You're not on Twitter. Did you give up Twitter because of Elon? Yeah, I guess you gave up Twitter because of Elon.
Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at I am hype. That's HYMPE. It's hype. It's not hype. I'm not geeked up. Also, Custom Hustle World on Instagram and Twitter. That's my clothing line. H2H Cleaning is Instagram only. It is a tri-state area situation, but if you make it worth my while, I will slide. Also, How to Hustle Live Show Part 2 will be happening July the 31st. Link will be in the bio tomorrow. Purchase your tickets then.
Bet it up. Appreciate
that.
Yes.
Sonny muted me. That was
who you gonna curse me out, Dro? Like who you gonna? You got to call me. You got to be in front of me or call me. And guess what? I ain't got to answer the phone.
And you can join anytime, Dro. Make sure you hit us up when you're ready to join on one of these great conversations that we having.
Sonny muted me. I don't like that.
Make sure you guys check out Smooth over at Trenton Groomy on Twitter. Visit him over at kingstruth.com for his blog, where he's always posting great topics over there and inspirational posts as well. Or you can catch him over at A King's Truth on Snap, as well as he's now on Facebook if you're lucky enough to find him. So make sure y'all check
I'm back on Facebook too, yo.
You're not friends with nobody on Facebook, so don't tell us you back on Facebook. Fuck you and the click.
I don't really be on there. I don't really be on there. How do you know that's my favorite song of all time, Sonny?
That's my tag line. Fuck you and the click you claim. That's all I'm saying.
Claim to be a player, but
I don't lick toes. I may lick a belly button. Dame, don't be putting me out there for nonsense that ain't false facts. Don't falsify documents.
It's your boy Willie Styles in the building. Get at me everywhere at Willie Styles on IG and Twitter. I'm Willie.Styles on Snapchat and TikTok. Over at gamingwithstyles.com, playing video games and just having a good time over there, bringing the carnage. Make sure you visit me over at stylesradio.com for all the hot tracks that I'm listening to this week. Y'all know I'm listening to that new Kendrick Lamar. Checking out some new tracks by Chris Brown, as well as some other new tracks from Fredo Bang and from Uncle Neff. If y'all heard, looks like the Migos may have broken up. So Uncle Neff are now a group. So I'm checking them out. That's Quavo and Takeoff. So make sure y'all check out that new Hotel Lobby song. So all that you can find over at stylesradio.com or hit me up at williestyles.info for all my links.
Why are you calling me while I'm live? Why did you think I was going to answer? I'm totally ignoring you because you're not going to curse me out. I'm not going to invite you to hey, let me answer the phone so you can cuss me out. I'm not going to fucking do it.
Yeah, don't let them cuss you out. Make sure y'all get over to gftradio.creator-spring.com. Check out the merchandise. Sonny's got some on. Make sure you get over there for sweatshirts, t-shirts, crop tops, all kinds of stuff. Make sure you check that out. Make sure you get over to our website at gftradioshow.com for all of our playlists, all of our shows, all of our podcasts. Everything is there. All the links that you need are right over there at gftradioshow.com. Socials at gft_radio on Twitter and Instagram, GFT Radio on Twitch, or GFT Radio Network on Facebook. Join the conversation. Join the conversation group over at facebook.com/group/GFT. Join the conversation. Make sure you go over there. We've been having an amazing time. All the different topics, all the different comments, all the questions, just generic posts, memes, everything from Dame, from Tangi, from Sunny. Even I drop a thing or two in there. So make sure y'all go check that out. You need to come join the conversation. So make sure you do that as well.
I got on the Facebook, but it's out of my rotation right now.
Yeah, until there, make sure you guys listen free on demand over at Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Google Play Music, Apple Podcasts, or watch video replays at Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube for all of our shows. We have over 500 shows, so make sure y'all check that out, and you can definitely catch us over there. For all the shows that you've missed. We are probably one of the most consistent and most long-running podcasts in the industry right now. So make sure you get back with us, and we will see you next time.